We all wish to find four-leaf clovers, but the reality is there's a lot more than luck involved when improving pastures. Hi, I'm Dr. Ray Smith, the UK forage specialist, and today we'll discuss the importance of improved clover varieties and the use of certified seed. Red and white clovers are part of the legume family, meaning they are able to fix nitrogen from the air into the soil, increasing protein concentration. They are commonly overseeded into pastures to increase forage quality, distribution over the grazing season, and improving pasture rotations. Clover's benefits also include increased forage yield. Studies have shown that when planted with white clover, tall fescue has increased growth rates than when planted alone and fertilized with nitrogen. While both types of clover have these qualities, they do differ in some aspects. White clover is a true perennial and is the most widely grown clover in the U.S. It tends to be smaller in size than its red clover counterpart and is therefore better suited for grazing than a hay crop. It requires regular rainfall to be productive as well. There are three subtypes of white clover: Dutch, Intermediate, and Ladino. Dutch white clover is the smallest of the types and therefore has lower yield. The intermediate type is a hybrid between Dutch clover and the larger Ladino clover types, allowing for a larger plant and a slightly larger yield. The most productive of the clover types is the Ladino types. So varieties that are in the Ladino type are the most productive, the highest yields, the greatest leaf content, the tallest type clovers, though they do not survive as well in high-stress environment as the intermediate types. Red clover is a larger plant altogether and can grow to 3 feet in height. It has fine hairs that line the stems and leaves and is tipped with a pink or reddish flower when in bloom. Red clover is the most efficient clover at nitrogen fixation, fixing 200 or more pounds of nitrogen per acre per year. It works well in a grazing setting or when cut for hay, and also when planted with grasses or in a stand by itself. This species tends to keep steady growth rate throughout the summer, so when planted with cool season grasses, pasture yield is maintained at a sustainable level. I want to show the difference between common red clover seed, meaning you don't know the variety. You can see it right here that the stand has thinned considerably, in this case in just 1 year after planting. The plants have thinned, there's a lot of soil showing. If there weren't soil here, there would be weeds growing. On the other hand, an improved variety beside us is Kinlan red clover, but there are many improved varieties of red clover. You can see is still a thick stand, covers the ground well, good yield potential, even here late in the fall. So the difference in an improved variety versus the common seed or the cheaper seed is dramatic. Really, the comparison is in front of you. Clovers are great for pasture regardless of being red or white, but the real value comes from improved varieties of each of these species. Improved varieties have higher yields and are more persistent in their environment. Make sure to purchase certified seed, or seed that is guaranteed to be the variety that the packaging states it to be. Be wary of standard pasture mixtures, as many of them do not germinate well or do not have the quality of certified mixes. For more information on clover varieties in Kentucky and their adaptation, please refer to our Red and White Clover report or the Red and White Clover Grazing Tolerance report that tells which of the varieties actually survive best in pasture settings.